Lena Miculek.
And I'm Kay Miculek. Today we're here to show you the gear that you're going to need to get into the 3-gun game. We'll start with a belt. This is the base of everything. Everything else is going to be attached to your belt. You have to have a good sturdy belt. You want to find a belt that is a 2-belt system. In the case of this Safari belt, we have the underliner belt that of course goes through your belt loops, and you can really wear as pretty much a regular belt. Of course, it's Velcro so that the outer belt attaches to the liner belt. This is what I have on right now. So if I need to, for some reason, take my gear off, I don't have to detach everything from my belt. All I have to do is remove the belt completely, put it aside, go do what I need to do, and then when I come back, I can put the belt back on without having to reattach all my equipment.
I have roughly the same idea. I have the 2-belt system. This is a different Safari. This is called the ELS belt. The good thing about this for 3-gun is instead of having things like, here, show a mag pouch, for this kind of belt system where you have to clip everything on and off, this has these. And what this does is from stage to stage you can clip them on and off without having to take your belt off, without having to hassle. They just go on and off that easily, so you can adjust it from stage to stage.
Now of course this is pretty much the top end. This is a cat's meow when it comes to the 3-gun gear because it makes it so easy between stages to change the gear for the next stage. However, there's a pretty good investment in this belt and all the accessories, and a lot of you already have a good shooting belt. A lot of pistol shooters or whatever already have your belt, so you don't have to run out and buy that ELS belt. You can make do with the belt you already have. Again, like the belt I have on, because this particular mag pouch for an AR-15 is a Safari one, and as Lena said, you simply clip it on to the belt. I've got this one set right, which I don't, but anyway, it just clips on and off. So if I've got a stage, my next stage, all I'm doing is shooting shotgun and handgun, I don't need this rifle mag pouch, I can just take it off. So the same thing for, same principle as the ELS belt.
This way it's just made even simpler than the clips.
And but this allows you to use the belt you already have. Same thing, again, this was the Safari AR-15 magazine pouch. Here I have a Blade Tech handgun mag pouch. This is for a double stack 9mm magazine. We shoot the M&P pistols, so that's what it's set up for. Again, it's got the clip-on, clip-off feature that's very easy. I've got one on my belt, the double mag pouch that holds 2 magazines. The same thing. Now I've come up to a stage and it is shotgun only. So all I have to do is take that off and I'm ready to go with my shotgun. Next thing I'm going to show you is the holster itself. I have a Blade Tech holster on, and again, it's made for the M&P pistol. Now right now, as a woman, I have this one, the dropped offset style that gets it a little away from my body and lower. Of course, it comes at belt level too if you prefer that. But right now it's set up fairly loose. That gun is coming in and out very easily because the last thing I shot was just a standard run-of-the-mill pistol match where I never had to go prone and get up and crawl over fences or whatever you may have to do. And you will run into that in 3-gun competitions. Some of them are very physical. So I definitely prefer a holster that gives a lot of coverage as opposed to my race rig that is held by the trigger guard, not much else. This affords the gun more protection, and bottom line is when I reach down for that gun, I want it to be there. So show them a feature on yours that will ensure that.
So on mine I also have the clips, so it can easily clip on and off my belt. That's another thing about this setup, is you would have to slide it on and off if you wanted to take the handgun holster off. Mine clips on and off just like everything else on my belt. Some of the things that I have on my holster, I don't have it offset. Mine is just the belt level. But I have put on a wing nut. So like she said, hers is very loose right now. And what this does is from stage to stage, I can tighten it up or loosen depending on what I'm going to do. So it's really good. So if I know, like we had a match where we had to climb over an 8-foot wall, I had this thing tightened down because I did not want to lose my handgun. So it's really good for that.
All right, what next? Next we can look at some magazines. We've talked about the AR-15 magazines. We have a variety of magazines on the table. These are the P-mags. Pretty much 30 round is the standard. I usually do try to have one 20 round magazine in my bag, just in case I come up on a stage that for some reason that 20 round mag would be advantageous. But usually I'm shooting a 30 round mag. Occasionally I take the P-mag, and with the Nordic Components extension, I can bump that up to 48 rounds. So again, occasionally when I need a few more rounds, this is the way I go. But day in and day out, the 30 round mag is the workhorse. I also have an example of the 30 round mags. These are the Brownells steel mags with a coupler. So here I have basically 60 rounds at my fingertips. Makes for a very quick reload because you're not having to reach down for to the magazine pouch to get your magazine out. So 30 round coupled, the 48 rounder, and then just the standard 30s. Those are the ones that we always have in our bag with us.
So just to talk about the 30 round mags a little bit further, this is the Brownells metal ones. And the thing about these are, when you are going to do a reload, you really have to hit it in on the bottom. So what I didn't like about them was the sharp edges. So if you just invest in some really cheap Tapco dust covers and you put them on the bottom, you don't have to worry about that anymore.
All right, next would be the equipment you need for the shotgun. Now we have a variety of options here. The shotgun reload is paramount. We're talking TAC Optics division here, where you're going to have to load your shotgun by hand, no type of speed loaders or so forth. So some different aspects of this, some different ways to do it, but most people use the
Shell caddies.
Shell caddies, yes, I went blank there. A shell caddy. This particular one is from Uncle Mike's, a 1x4. So as you see on my belt, each caddy holds 4 shells. And once again, these are set up to just clip on and off of my belt. So once again, I can just clip that on. If I come to a stage where I need additional rounds on my belt, just clip them on and pretty much fill up your whole belt on a big shotgun stage.
So also, if you want to do the shell caddies and you have the ELS belt, all that we've done with these Safari Lens shell caddies is put them out on the back. So you can put them on. And also, another alternative is the Nordic Components. And these are the 4x4s. So instead of just having 4, this will hold 8, 2 rows of them. And then, if you want to get even more into it, which this is the current, my current choice of loading my shotgun, this is the Carbon Arms twin loader system. So the way this works is this is the backbone. This is the largest one they make. It just clips on that easy. And I have 14 shells right here, ready to go.
So you see, you have a lot of options on this equipment, but again, if you're just getting started, just start with the current belt that you have, the current system you have, and make sure you get the magazine holders that have the clip-on features. That's going to make it a lot simpler as opposed to having to thread your belt through all these items and then have to take them all off between stages. So definitely that's the way you want to go with the mag pouches. And then if you want to upgrade, you're really getting seriously into the game, it's hard to beat that Safari Lens ELS belt. That makes your life a whole lot simpler.
And another great investment is the Aerodonos base pads, which this is a standard M&P magazine, which only holds 17 rounds. And this is what I choose, which is still a standard M&P magazine, but it does have the base pad on it, which brings the capacity up to 21 rounds. So it's a great thing to have.
And that's the basics of the 3-gun equipment that you're going to need. And in future videos, we will show you exactly how to use some of this gear.
And also, if you want a list of this gear and other gear for open division and also other divisions, we have it on the Miculek.com website.